Hello and welcome to part 16, and we've taken out the Moroccans, the Ethiopians, the Somalians, and pretty much anyone else who has stood in our way, apart from the South Africans, which we can't reach, and the Egyptians. But our economy is doing just fine. Everything's going really well. We're just going to take this time to stabilise now that nobody's directly on our border attacking us. Take this time to stabilise, maybe build up some more advanced units, definitely repair everyone, and reduce the amount of outdated units we've got, like the militia and the partisan units. So I'm basically going to repair everyone now, which will cost us a fair amount of military goods, but that's fine. And we've got to make sure we keep an eye on the Germans, actually, because they're going to expand massively. As you can see, they're about to take over Portugal. The Portuguese don't really stand a chance, sadly, because the Germans are just huge now, over 300 million people. Even Britain might fall, though they are making a good show of attacking into Calais and pushing across here, but I doubt they will be able to withstand the Germans for too long. But hopefully the Germans are distracted by the Russians, and I think they might be at war with Finland, but I'm not 100% sure. The Russians will probably fall, which is a huge shame, because the Germans will take over the most important part of Russia, most likely. And then the South Koreans and the Japanese will get the rest, and they're already very powerful themselves. So it might be that the Japanese might take over all over Asia, the Germans will take over Europe, and we'll definitely take over Africa. So we might have to nuke them into in the Stone Age to sort out the Germans. As you can see, it's going to cost us a fair bit of money to repair these guys. Hopefully our economy will recover. We're going to look into building some consumer goods, because that's where the money is, I think. That or military goods. I think I'll build up some military goods. I mean, we've got a fair amount of consumer goods at the minute, so we'll build up a little bit of military goods. That's always in high demand. Yeah, got a big opportunity there. So, and the Germans, it looks like, are destroying huge amounts of the British convoys. And I think we can see that because they're probably exporting stuff to us, so we're probably losing out here. So I'll come back when all our guys are repaired, and then I'll reserve them. And then I'll start deleting our old militia units. Okay, we've deleted some of our militia units and some of our partisan units. It took a long time to get them to reserve because they're so slow. It took them a while to get to the barracks. There's still a few left out there, but we'll leave them for now. I mean, they're somewhat useful. They're good for taking out guerrilla units and that when they're just passing through. So I've decided to secure the west of our nation by taking out these two guys. They're not a huge threat, but it just doesn't look good, does it? We want this whole block to be our sort of burgundy colour, so we'll send some units up here. Well, yeah, they're on pretty much full initiative. We'll send some whoever's down here. Shouldn't take that many units. I really doubt that these guys are that powerful. You guys go up here. We'll create a hotspot up here, and then we'll get some aircraft. I think we've got loads up here. We've got at least 80. You guys can go there, and then they'll spread out in this area, I imagine. Shouldn't take these guys that long to get there because you've got full supply in this area. I would like to start production again, but and especially research, that's a major thing, but our economy just can't handle that at the minute. But occasionally we get a big windfall, so I'm just going to let that tick up for now. Try not to build anything, and obviously try not to lose many units in the meantime. It shouldn't be long. We shouldn't need that many units to attack these guys. Well, I've said that before. They've had a long time to build up, but they only have one land fabrication. And these guys, I don't even think they have one. Yeah, they have nothing. They have absolutely nothing to produce units. So they just have their base game units. And who are you guys? Yeah, we'll use them to take out these guys. We'll create a zone for these guys as well, even though we won't use it just yet. Alright, let's just declare war. I'm sure if they come against us we can just use our hordes of aircraft. Let's scout out. Yeah, we'll already find a few enemy units, but it's just got a huge amount of aircraft here. And we'll just send the waves of doom in. Bit of MiG spam is always good. And what is that? That's a weird unit. That's a Bronco. I think that's a American Vietnam era aircraft, which is actually pretty decent compared to our other MiGs, like 40. Yeah, fair enough. We've inherited a few decent units from countries we've taken over. That's crazy effective. These guys are pretty much strolling. I'm big in researching some good aircraft air missiles. Let's double check the Russians don't have anything for us before they are destroyed. No, the same old thing. Strategic bomber, too expensive. Get the old aircraft in. And I've got a few bits of artillery there, but the MiGs will clean them right out.
We took their capital.
And are you going to surrender? Probably not.
We took their capital.
Just surround these guys. No. Alright. You got these guys.
We need reinforcements.
What's your population here? So we've got 500 million versus 2 million. Should be fine. Let's send these guys to probe this, see if there's anything. Whoa, hang about. Where are you guys going? You're gonna get yourself killed, that's where you're going. What's the plan here? Are you going there? Oh, I suppose that's fine. We've got decent naval presence and no real enemies in this area. This area anyway. Egypt is still a threat, but we've inherited a large amount of naval units from the Algerians, plus we've produced many submarines. A couple Russian units here. That looks cool as hell, that unit design, that unit sprite for the Russians there. And these guys are just stuck in the jungle. Hopefully they'll be able to get their way through there. I think they're on the way back from the Ethiopian campaign. What is going on here? That's our enemy. That's the these guys here, I think, isn't it? Why are there units? Yeah, why are there units in Nigeria? That's very strange. He's on his way back home. So somehow these guys, that makes very little sense. Have we got any aircraft to deal with them? Yeah, I'm just going to let that go. I don't even want to look at that. That's very strange. I don't know how that works, and I don't want to know. Right, let's create a battle zone here. I thought we did, but maybe we didn't. There we go. I'm going to remove the one here, so our units don't sit on there for no reason. Harass them. I don't think there's anyone there. Might be an idea just to bomb them. Can you bomb them? Bomb facility. See what we can do to their population. Just to be mean. Yeah, we're already hurting them. Yeah, we've taken out 10,000 people. 10,000 civilians, but that also hurt the garrison a little bit. And these guys are pushing in. They're going to have very low supply, so probably won't do very well up north. I think we send all the MiGs in. See if we can bomb them, just out of curiosity. See how effective that would be. Whoa, that's pretty good actually. If we were really bothered, if we didn't want to take a particular town, we could just bomb them off the map. Which is kind of brutal, but might be fairly effective. Alright, you guys, can you just move up here, please? And you infantry as well, go on. And what is costing us so much money? Oh, we're not making that much. Put it in dollars. Making a lot of money from agriculture. Petroleum is pretty good. Military goods. Consumer goods is the main area. It's interesting. I don't know why we're losing so much. Research is costing us a lot, even though we're researching one thing. Wonder if that stops, we'll save a bit of money. Production. It's costing us a lot. We have increased our education spending a lot, maybe that's a factor. Infrastructure, very good, and education's on the way up. But we'll need that to increase our research. But to be fair, we can't research anything at the moment because we've got so little money. And the Germans are still expanding, they're just wiping everyone off the map. It's terrible. We're going to have to end up fighting them in the end. And the Russians, they're actually holding on, and they're pushing back a little bit. You can see the Germans have taken huge casualties since they've attacked the Russians and all that. Well, so have we. We're taking a huge amount, but we own half of Africa, so we can take them losses. We'll take less losses now that we've got a bit more updated units, but we used to have loads of militia. And I'm taking that town. Just send everyone here. And the Congo is back with a vengeance. Let's just send these guys to wipe them out. Oh, we've got a few units down here. What is that? That's an old yak. It's cool how we have so many... inherited so many old units. Are you going to surrender? No, you got this one little place here.
We took their capital.
Hey, I'm going to pause while I go to the toilet. Okay, welcome back, and we're going to be invading these guys here, West Sahara. Should be pretty easy. They shouldn't have many units. They don't have a land fabrication, so they haven't had time to build up. They just start with their base units if they actually have any at all. I'm not 100% sure they will. We should be alright. I mean, we've got loads of supply tractors, so you might be able to just take all their cities and push right in.
We took their capital.
They don't even have to get any garrisons, which is pretty amazing actually. Maybe they just don't have enough manpower to actually build any garrisons. Let's just send these guys over here just to scout out. Yeah, they have. I don't think they have anything at all. But it is going to take us a little while to get supply in this area, even with all our tractors. Yeah, we've spammed tractors there, but they're not really doing anything. Can you help out these guys, maybe?
We took their capital.
Hey, there we go. That should be... Oh, there's one more city. Yeah, there we go. It's another one of those countries that don't feel like surrendering. That's all, they don't want to surrender. Hey, there we go. And I wonder what our next target will be actually. I want to stay away from the South Africans because they're quite powerful. I'll leave the Egyptians for a while. I mean, we've crushed most of their units. We've absolutely smashed them because they sent huge amount of units into Algeria, and we took out loads of them. Must be at least 100 tanks we've destroyed with our MiGs. So maybe if we take out, see if we can take out Chad and Central Africa, and maybe Sudan. No, we'll take out Chad, Central Africa, then Libya, push into Egypt, and then we'll work our way that way. And just hope that these guys down here don't declare war on us, because we don't want to be near the South Africans. I'm not afraid of them, but I am slightly afraid of the South Africans because they have decent units. So thanks for watching. This is going to be part 16. Please like, comment, subscribe, and press the bell. Cheers.